Yes, una-una sa lahat, fully restored na po yung radar system ng ating bansa, no? Naayos na po yung problema. Pero yung epekto nga, ito po, for our affected domestic passengers,
Cielo,
yes.
Sandali lang, puputulin kita. Naibalik na, ano ba, partially o fully? Yan ang gusto ko liwanagin. Partially ba o fully operational na? Naibalik?
Yes, fully operational na po
ang
radar system ng ating bansa. And within the next 72 hours, we hope to normalize our operations within the next 72 hours. Ibig sabihin, we will ensure the return to the Manila hub of our aircraft, which remains stranded in various outlying stations, both domestic and international. At yung number of affected passengers, ito po yung passengers ng kanseladong flights from mid-morning yesterday up to the end day, umabot na po ng 16,000 as far as our domestic passenger base is concerned.
Domestic and international yan, 16,000?
Hindi po. Yung 8,000 would be the affected international passengers. So sa suma total, 24,000 affected Philippine Airlines passengers.
Wow.
Yung tinatanong mo, Señor Rey, kung nasa airport sila, wala na po sila sa airport because throughout the day yesterday, nakapag-rebook po sila sa airport or through our other rebooking portals at nakauwi na. At may iilan rin po, they continue to stay to arrive at the airport because they need to rebook or use the ticketing offices but for the booking purposes. Kaya yung abiso po natin, meron po tayong contactless rebooking modes. Maari po silang bumisita sa ating website, www.philippineairlines.com, and take advantage of the self-reaccommodation portal. Maari rin po sila tumawag sa ating hotline 8855-8888. So yun po yung mga options. But alam nyo, yung ating mga pasahero, they really prefer the face-to-face transaction. That's why several counters in Terminals 1 and 2 were converted, Señor Rey, into the booking counters for passengers affected by flights.
So marami na dinagdagdag kayo ng mga tao dyan para dito sa face-to-face booking?
It's peak season and full manning po tayo sa airport. Pero dahil sa dagsaan ng mga pasahero kahapon, they really tried their level best to assist all our passengers. So it was quite overwhelming yesterday. And uulitin ko lang po, you're correct, gradual yung restoration or the restoration of flight operations yesterday. Nag-issue ng NOTAM ang CAAP by 1600 hours, 4 p.m. yesterday at limited po yung departures and arrivals, around 15 flight departures per hour and 15 flight arrivals per hour. So nakaalis po yung iilan sa ating mga flights, so nag-partial use of the radar system. Pero sa ngayon, it is full use already, and today, magsisimula na po tayo ng mga regular flights. But to all our passengers with flights today and the next 72 hours, expect slight delays because yung recovery operations, yung late return, of course, of our stranded aircraft in the outstations, magkaka-domino effect rin ito, di ba, Ray? So, gagamitin po ito for the succeeding flights within the next 3 days. So, there will be delays.
Okay. So, ilan lahat yung mga pasahero natin ng Philippine Airlines ang masasabi nating na-delay ang kanilang flight na? Lahat ba halos? 100% ba yan?
Yung binention ko po kanina na 24,000, these are the affected passengers of the flight cancellations. Pero meron po tayong mga inilipad kahapon na mga flights for the Trans-Pacific routes na nagkaroon ng 4-hour delays.
Okay.
Halimbawa, yung ating Manila-Los Angeles, Manila-Vancouver, and all the flights to our international stations, the late evening flights, imagine na move ito 4 hours later. So ito po yung mga flight delays, no? I don't have the exact figure, pero if you consider that and all the flight delays yesterday of the operating flights, marami po yan. So we will give you that figure later on.
Ang maximum oras na delay na naranasan ng ating mga pasahero, mga ilang oras?
Yung mga flights na hindi po kinancel pero classified as on delay status,
mga ilang oras?
Yeah, there was a 4 to 5 hour wait. 4 to 5 hours ang delay.
Naku.
But Señor Rey, merong approach ang Philippine Airlines. You will receive an email notification that will state na your flight is delayed at ilang oras ang wait, no? At yung mga pasahero na nag-check-in na at andun sa check-in counter at sinabihan madedelay yung flights, we tried our level best to provide food and beverage. Meron po tayong rice meals. We also offered biscuits and drinks. And then for those who continued on, we provided rice meal, as I mentioned, and we thank our airport staff for all their assistance, and we also thank our passengers for their understanding and their patience with what happened yesterday.
So at least naman na-accommodate natin lahat ng mga member mga problema natin mga pasahero ng Philippine Airlines.
Actually, patuloy po natin inaasikaso ang problema because hindi po lahat na-resolve. Because ang marami pong pasahero, they chose to go back to their places of residence and to resolve their issues within the next several days. That's why we continue to announce the possible options for them to rebook. We have the ticketing office, the hotline, we have the airport. Meron rin po tayong announcements on our Facebook page, our social media pages, on other hotline numbers. So bumisita po kayo sa aming website sa www.philippineairlines.com at makikita po ninyo yung mga contact numbers that you can avail of and utilize for the rebooking of your flights.
So at this point, ilan lahat yung mga nag-rebook na pasahero natin? Meron kayong statistics dyan, Cielo?
Wala po tayong statistics. We have a developing situation, but majority of the 24,000 passengers of the canceled flights, we believe, have carried out their rebooking options. But as to the exact number, how many of the 24,000 affected passengers, Señor Rey, I will keep you posted.
Okay, paano yung mga nagpa-rebook? For instance, paano yung nagpa-rebook? Are they going to check in a hotel o yung iba, alam natin, pwedeng magpa-rebook pero uuwi sa bahay nila. Pero paano yung mga hindi taga-Pilipinas? Nangyari ba yon?
Yes, nangyari po yun. Alam po ninyo, this is a force majeure situation.
Yeah.
Okay, ibig sabihin, hindi kasalanan ng air carrier.
Okay.
This is a force majeure situation. So under the passenger bill of rights, it is not the obligation of the carrier to provide these hotel accommodation. However, for humanitarian reasons, we can exercise that initiative, and we carry that out for our trans-Pacific passengers. Okay, meron po tayong pasahero from flight, let's say Honolulu to Manila, connecting to Lawag. Inasikaso po natin yan. Nag-provide po tayo ng either hotel accommodation or land transfers.
Okay.
Yun po yung mga nangyari po kahapon. Yung mga passengers with connecting flights to the domestic stations coming from international that were stranded at walang mauwian dito sa Manila. Okay, so we exercise that initiative to provide assistance, even if it is a force majeure situation. And then yung mga pasahero who opted to rebook, who are residents of Manila or who are residents of the hubs where the flights were canceled, were advised na maaari po silang mag-rebook na walang ipapataw na rebooking penalty fee for as long as they rebook on the same fare class. They're given the option to rebook within 60 days from their original flight date. They were given the option to refund their flights or to reroute or to avail of travel vouchers which they can utilize within 1 year from date of issuance. So these are the offerings that we provided yesterday.
Okay, Cielo, aminin natin na nagkaroon ng malaking epekto ito sa ekonomiya ng airlines, di ba? What do you think? May mga idea ba kayo kung magkano ang lost na kita ng airlines sa galing na tayo ay makarecover because of this holiday season?
Well, we don't have that figure. But of course, yung epekto sa industriya, yung epekto ng perception ng mundo sa nangyari because of the inoperability of the airspace, of the air management traffic system. Ang mahalaga, we work with the stakeholders, we work with our partners in the industry on addressing the situation. We move forward in working together to ensure that this does not happen
again
anytime soon. So nasa kamay po ng gobyerno itong mga steps or the initiatives to address the issues surrounding the air traffic management system. And we are confident that with the leadership of our DOTR Secretary, the leadership of CAAP and our MIAA, and the stakeholders in the industry, the shakers and the movers, that this will be addressed. I think it's best if you interview them and to get some insights on the next moves. I think pinag-aaralan na kung ano yung mga hakbang na dapat gawin para hindi na mangyari ang mga ganitong klaseng problema.
Okay, hindi lang yun, pati yung liabilities niyan. Dapat naman, isaalang-alang din nila dahil hindi nyo kasalanan yan. Even though it is force majeure, di ba? Kayo na epektuhan pati yung mga pasahero natin, di ba?
Yes, these are issues that are worth discussing. Ang focus lang po natin sa araw na ito is to focus on our recovery operations and to provide accommodation to the affected passengers within the next several days. Alam mo, we're still in the peak travel season. Hindi ba? Ito yung time ng pag-uwi back to base mula bakasyon. At mga iba, paalis pa lamang at pasimula pa lang yung bakasyon. So, nakakagulat yung nangyari kahapon, but we must move forward and address all of these issues and find ways to ensure that this doesn't happen again. And we look forward to hearing the next steps that will be undertaken by the authorities.